I think I'm live. I'm pretty sure I'm live. Welcome back to the stream. I'm still kind of setting it up, but that's all right. Okay, so last time I was trying to make my Rust HTML builder blazingly fast. Well, it's really just string concatenation, but yeah, I didn't really succeed, but I feel like it's just so simple that I wanted to keep going with it, even though it was definitely like the slowest out of all of them. But we'll give it another shot with cargo bench. So yeah. I also was gonna try the mold linker to see if it was a little faster. Um, yeah, that's that. How do I dock this thing again? Oh, there we go. Okay. All right. I'll check the chat like every minute or two, because like usually there's someone here. So, all right. Where was I? Yes. Okay. So I was testing this, and it is failing because I am not rendering something correctly. Oh, you know what it was? This API has a serious problem. When I want to nest an element inside of another element, I call class, but it only adds attributes to the empty parent node, like which is like equivalent to like a document fragment in HTML. So, and when I say parent node, I mean a big string that I'm concatenating for speed. um, yeah, because I actually did try with structs initially, like just like a tree of structs, but yeah, that was not great. That was just not fast at all. Let me move this away. Oh, you know what? Let me turn this off. Oh, that's better. That's much better. I think even the green, like, well, it's a little more green, but even the green screen looks a little better. Okay, let's see. So, oh, you know what's cool too is the new OBS. You can set it for Macs. You can set it to watch an application, and it will show the mouse too with the application, which is really cool. Um, yeah, I'm really excited about that. I don't know why. Because before I would like try to capture a window, but it wouldn't be able to display the mouse too. So now I can like switch between like Safari, right? And those are two different scenes. So I'm using the automatic scene switcher. So now I don't need another display, right? I only need another display if I want to see the chat. But I think I should be able to come up with some way to like have the chat in the top right corner for me. So yeah, and it's cool because all you can see is the application window and not like the stuff at the top. Because like who really cares, right? Um, anyway, yes. Okay, what was I doing? Yes. Okay, so this hang on, I'm just gonna I have to turn down my headphones real quick because they're like really loud. Okay, there we go. Okay, did that work? I think that worked. Yes. Yes. Okay. All right. We can turn it down a little more though, I think. There we go. Now it should be really quiet. We can okay, I don't know how quiet that is or how loud it is. Um okay, so this class should actually set the so if I'm looking at this API here, if I just separate out this part, if I separate out um if I separate out what was in the parens there, oh my gosh. If I separate out what was in the parens there, which I should probably override whatever was there. There we go. Okay, don't worry, that wasn't a password for anything, I swear. Actually, it was a password, but I got rid of it. Okay, so this class is this text returns self, right? And then this node is like a whole new node. So there's no way that this API will work, right? because this h1, there's no way this node, when I push a string, it won't know to append the string to this function here, this h1 func fn. Sorry, not a func. It's not go. So yeah, that stinks. That really stinks. I'll have to come up with something else for this. I think let me see. I do README driven development, so I have to go back to the README. What looks good in the README, you know? So that all works. But this is the one that doesn't work, right? Which the API's come a long way. It's definitely a lot better than how it was before. Before I would have to say with, and then I would say element new h1, or I had like an enum, and so I would say heading 1, and then you could like do stuff like text and, you know, class and all this other stuff. But yeah, for this, that's not gonna work. That's definitely not gonna work. So I think shoot, man, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Let me move this. Can I move this camera a little bit? Did I just ruin it? No. Yeah, I did. Okay. All right, there we go. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what I'm gonna do here with this, because if I add the attribute to self doesn't exist still, so they don't go anywhere. I'd have to I'm not even sure if this makes any sense. It might be better to just say I might have to make a macro for multi-arity. Multiple arguments, right? Multiple optional arguments. Yeah. Yeah, because there's no, shoot, man. Yeah, I guess what I could do is, it's really kind of a bummer. What happens? Because there's no way I can like affect the outer node, because it just doesn't exist. Yeah, I guess what I could do is something like that defeats the whole purpose. I mean, this really doesn't make any sense, because you're setting the text of an inner node here, so even that API doesn't make any sense, right? Yeah. So I'd have to come. I don't really want to make another function like with adders or something, because I was trying to avoid that. This makes sense. This makes sense here, but this one doesn't make any sense. And in Rust, you don't get you don't get. Oh, you know what? What did I set this to? What did I do? Shoot, I totally forgot what I did. Am I? Oh, okay. I'm watching myself watch Twitch. Okay, there we go. What am I doing? Oh, is it video producer, creator, dashboard? What is it? There it is. Okay. Layout. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, that's still a good. I'm still doing the same thing. Okay. Shoot, man. Like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I think. Yeah, I really don't want to do something like this. Like the other, like build HTML had it. You know, that's just horrible. I hate that. Is it like that? Class equals. Oh, I think I need like a thing at the end. Yeah, it's horrible. I seriously hate this. Hello. Gee, I hate that. I freaking hate that. I mean, each one of these returns self, right? So it's always self, right? So this one creates a new one. It's a different self. Self, inner self, right? This one's like an inner self. And then this one, they all return self. So the only way that I could do something like what I was saying here would be like self text, right? And then class or something. The only way I could do that would be because this is another inner self here, right? Inner self. So this, I do like the name of that, and then it makes it more obvious that you're gonna do some weird stuff to this this attribute or this element. Yeah, I actually don't mind this, but I'm not quite sure how I would do it. Like if I'm messing around with this inner self, because I don't have the calling function, which is where I started this stream. Man, that's annoying. That's super annoying. Yeah, I mean, text makes sense because that's just going to be like an empty thing. But putting class on this makes no sense. Yeah, I wonder what what a better API would look like. H1? Then I don't really need this at all. That's kind of stupid, right? I could probably do something like, yeah, but then I'd have to have, even if you don't have a class. Because if I call class here, that's just class on self, right? Yeah, that's just class on self, which is dumb. Oh my gosh. First, I should probably iron out my API before I try to do anything with this. I love the weird stuff I spend time on. Like, what am I doing? Like, what am I even doing? Yeah. Look at that. No drop frames. I love it. 3 megabit per second bitrate though. That's interesting. 2 gigs of memory usage. You know what I love about the M1 Mac Mini is that my old computer would be dying. Like the fan would be going crazy, and this just handles it no problem. I don't even think I have the right OBS installed. I think this is like the old, like the Rosetta one. All right. Yeah, I can't because this will affect this self. I guess if I go and I look at class and I say, okay, what is self? Like, I guess I could find the old string that I pushed or keep track of the previous one. Yeah. I mean, the only thing I could think is like, is to say, what? Is to just say like, node, right? And then to say, node here, or I bring back with, right? Like that. And then I say, H1. And then I say, class, right? Yeah, that's the only thing I could think. That's the only thing I can think of. Man, that's ugly. I guess I could just say like empty or something, or like new. I guess node is fine. And I guess width is fine too. Yeah, I mean, I wish I could do this, but that's not a thing that I want to do. I don't want to have multiple, multiple. I'll just get this one. I'll just get this working. This is probably fine. So width does not exist, but it did before. With mute self content. This is actually a node impl renderable, and yeah, it's self dot add a no name, right? Let's look at node actually. Oh, do I not have node on element? No, no, no. What are the methods on here? I have element. I have add, but I don't actually have like a way to add a node, right? Because they're all nodes. Yeah, so in this one, I would say it's an empty. With adds an empty name, and then element says, okay, so it'll just return nothing, right? Oh no, if name is empty, yeah, that's fine. I think that's okay. So I'll just say name and then node. Into. Yeah. Or I'll say node render. Sorry. There we go. Provide the argument. Oh, I need to borrow this somehow. Yeah. Wait. What did I do? Oh. Okay. No attributes. Doesn't need to be mute. Okay. All right, Rust. Okay. So here we go. Let's see. So this isn't working still, but it will in a second. We'll go back to the test, and we will say, instead of this, we will say with node h1, and then we don't have to have that awkward text either, right? So I mean, it's I don't know, whatever. Let's see what it does. Okay, so that's looking the same, and I don't want it to look the same. I want it to have a class. Okay, so this is node is oh my goodness. Now I'm still adding to the oh my gosh. I can't get around this. Yeah. Unless I have like a special yeah, I have like a special one that's like self, right? Self, and it's an element, and then it returns a new element with nothing. Can I do that? Oh, self is a oh, okay, I can't do that. I don't even know what to call it. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess what I could do is say, I could say, tag h1, right? Oh, I hate that. I hate that. Now I'm like, I don't even have, static typing anymore. It's just like completely different now. Frick. Oh, wow, look at that. This noise. Oh, wow, that's interesting. I wonder if I move these closer. What if I move these closer? Does that make it better? Oh, wow. That's interesting. I think it almost makes it worse, right? Hey, what if I do that? Huh. Huh. Interesting. So I could move, but it doesn't do the noise. Whatever. All right, I gotta get back into this. I haven't streamed for so long. I forgot how to be good at it. Shoot, man. Yeah, I really don't want to do that. I mean, the only thing I could think of is this, right? That's the only thing I could think of. But then I'm making multiple. I'm making like multiple. And then here you might as well just say node, and then hnav. Oh, that's terrible. I do like this a little better with the empty node. But yeah, there's let's see. But yeah, I mean, I just have to make a way for the class to itself. Yeah, I guess what I could do is say when I go to render, when I go to render, right? Or yeah, it calls into. When I call into, and I call element, yeah, the best I can do is probably if the name is empty, don't just return the content. Oh, I know what I could do. I could say if the name is empty and there are attributes, I know what I could do. String with capacity, name len, which is going to be 0, name.len plus content.len, plus at, no, this is wrong. That's totally wrong. I'm not going to do that. Yeah, this API is just really problematic. I think I'm getting caught up on this, but maybe I don't want to look at that. Yeah, I need like a new node that just takes the first. Yeah, it takes like the first one, right? Yeah. Oh, you know what I could do is I could keep this like this, right? And then I could say text, and text works because I'm just pushing the content. But what I could do is I could say when I call, so I'm giving this a node, and when I render the node, I actually I pass the attributes here from the node. Because I'm going to render, but I could just pass the attributes too. Can I not pass it? Can I not move? I can't move this? Use of moved value node, value used here after move. Even if I try to get a reference to it? Consider borrowing? I did consider borrowing. Renderable? Can I do this? Derive? Clone? I can't, oh, okay, yep. This function takes ownership? Oh. I don't, yeah, I think that's probably fine. If I do that. The self receiver. Type in trait. What is that? Okay, it doesn't like any of that. I'll just leave it even and just have it yell at me. Okay, so it definitely does not like this. Even though like get attributes doesn't mutate or anything. I guess I could try that, right? I could try return self. Wait, is it is it because I'm returning a string from the I can't return the string? Yeah, I guess I can't even call I can't even call a function on the thing, even if it's because it's not a reference, right? It's like yeah, it's not like a reference, so required by a bound. I guess I could do that, right? Okay. Does not implement the copy trait. Okay, so I guess I can't do that, but I want to, right? So the node attributes here when I render. Yeah, how do I do this with moving it? Not like this. Yeah, Mr. Simpson 00. Yeah, I'm definitely struggling with Rust for sure. So I think if I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, you know what? That I mean, even if I change that to a string, I don't think that's the thing. But maybe. You know? Maybe. But then I borrow it later. Oh. Oh, is it just is it just not complaining because I have too many other errors now that I've changed that? Yeah, maybe. Let's see. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh my goodness, this is horrible. I really need an IDE. That's actually just a string now. Okay. String with capacity 0, 14, 0, 0. What else? Oh my gosh, I'm still moving it. I mean, I do want to borrow it, I think. I'm not actually sure. Cannot move out of node, which is being behind a shared reference move because node has type impl renderable. I mean, just copy it for me, I guess. I don't know. Copy interface. Duplicated simply by copying bits. Variable bindings have move semantics, in other words. So it cannot be used. Yep. However, type it has copy semantics. Why is a copy of X? Oh, I see. So it'll just clone it in memory. Both the copy and a move can result in bits being copied, although this is sometimes optimized away. The only difference is whether you are allowed to access X after the assignment. Both a copy and a move can result in bits being copied in memory. Oh, interesting. Can I implement copy? I wish I could go down on this thing, but Helix isn't letting me. Cool. Impl copy for renderable? Can I do that? Really? No, I can't do that either. Maybe, okay, type is not a strong thing. All right. can I do it on implementation? There's no way, right? I mean, I do have clone here. Oh, you know what? Clone it. Oh, all right. It's actually the node value that's being moved, though. Shoot. Oh, because I called render, and then I called, and render calls into. Okay, so render calls into, and then into returns a string. Even though it's like, oh, you know what? That self dot name, is that it? There's no way, right? I mean, are these references? Like, am I borrowing? Like, do I not need to do this? Can I do that? Oh, okay. Well, I definitely need to do that. But I could do that, I guess. I mean, but it seems unnecessary. I guess it's not necessary. Shoot, man. Okay. Whoa, what if I... No, I can't clone that. Right. Okay, yeah, I didn't think so. I definitely want these attributes. Here. Let me undo what I just did. All that stuff, actually. There we go. Yeah, this API. I should just probably fix my API. Oh my gosh, Helix just crashed. Amazing. It's not just me. Okay. Yeah, that was amazing. What did it say? Unwrap on an error value. Thread main panicked. Care index out of bounds. Incredible. Incredible. Ropey. It was the ropey crate. Wow, it was like, that's pretty deep in there too. So much for Rust being you know, the best thing ever. I mean, it is, but seems like it's kind of not really like a step change in stuff, but it has nicer errors, so I'll stick with it, I guess. I don't need this, I don't think. All right, let me see. I can probably make this easier on myself if I knew how to do things without moving them. I guess I could do like what just wrap things in arc, right? Is that what we do? I have no idea, but I don't think I could do that. Reference count pointer, atomic reference counted, provides shared ownership of a value of t allocated in the heap. Invoking clone on arc produces a new instance which points to the same allocation as the source arc, which while increasing a reference count. When the last arc pointer to a given allocation is destroyed, the value stored in that allocation as the inner values also drop. Shared references disallow mutation, and arc is no exception. You cannot generally obtain a mutable reference to something inside an arc. Yeah, I don't really care to have a mutable. I don't think I could do this. There's no way I could just do on a trait, right? On an implementation of a trait. Node dot as ref render. Cannot move out of share. Clone. Cannot move out of an arc. Because value has the type impl render. Is it going to tell me more? This function is a blah, blah, blah. Value moved to the method call. Cannot move out of an arc occurs because value has type. And then it stops. How? Can I see the rest of it? Okay. All right, cool. Helix is the greatest editor ever. All right, I don't know what I'm gonna do here. Let's see. So I can only call this once, right? And then if I try to call node any other time, let n equals node dot, but I can't clone it unless I try to do it here, right? But I can't impl render. There's no way I can't do this. That doesn't even, that's not even a thing, I don't think. Renderable? Comparison can be used instead of lifetime, blah, blah, blah. Okay, let arc. Let and, I mean, I can't do this either, can I? I can't just like wrap this in it. Maybe I can. Arc? What can I do here? No, nothing? Arc dot, arc nothing. Okay. I can't call node again. That stinks. Oh, node get attributes, even if it's not like a. Yeah, I thought for sure I could do like multiple references, right? Rust by example. Let's see. Generics, traits, macro rules, error handling. Wait, is this gonna? Okay. Wait, is this? No, that's not even a thing. Custom types, primitives. Is it gonna talk about borrowing at all or no? It's not even gonna talk about borrowing. Rust. Book. Okay, let's see. I've read this like a million times, but and it always makes sense when I read the documentation, but yeah. So let's create a reference that refers but does not own it. Because it does not own it, the value that it points to will not be dropped when the reference stops being used. Likewise, the signature of the function uses and indicate the parameter. Okay, so if I call this and this, get attributes, right? It still doesn't like this because it found a string, a reference to a string. Even though it's expecting. I guess I can do that, right? Borrowed string, right? Wait. Oh, the static analyzer just can't keep up with how many mistakes there are, how many problems there are, right? Really? That was it? That was my problem? I just had to do a reference to a string slice, instead of a actual string? And then I already made element like this crazy insanity. Where's my or I did escape HTML was like this insane type that takes like a string and a string slice. Okay, so this, I mean, it's definitely not complaining anymore, right? Then I can just do this, right, instead of all this with capacity. Yeah. Right? And then I can just reference this here. That's all I had to do, huh? What else do I have here? What else do I have? Okay. All right. So it's still, it used to moved value. Okay. All right. So I guess Rust can't implement copy trait for trait. How can I implement Rust copy trait? Blah blah blah. Let's see. Oh my goodness, that's bright. Derive copy clone on enum. On a struct. Okay, let me. I mean, I can definitely do that, I feel like, right? May not be implemented for this type. This field does not implement copy. Okay, so you can do enums and Rust string copy derive. Oh, look, I'm not the first one. I'm in fact, this is like 4 years old. String field, but is to implement for any type that contains a string. String can't implement because like that in any variable size container contains a pointer to some. Okay. Only correct way to copy a string is to allocate a new block of heap memory to copy all the characters into, which is what strings clone implementation does. Okay, so I guess like since I'm using strings and not references to strings, I'm like I might be running into a bunch of problems, right? Maybe internally I only wanted to keep references to the strings. Because otherwise I can't call this thing twice. Yeah. Impl renderable. Because I can't node dot. I can't implement clone. Impl clone. Or we can do impl copy, right? Impl copy for renderable. But yeah, it's not gonna type is not a structure of the is not a structure or a new. Okay, so it can only be a structure at enum, right? Okay, so render takes ownership, which moves node. Okay, I mean I don't want it to. What? That okay, it probably is just freaking out. I'm probably giving it just a bunch of garbage. Okay, so into whoops. And maybe I don't want to implement into. Change the receiver to match the type. Expected struct string. Okay, I feel like I'm getting a little closer to this. Not that that matters. Just checking. Okay, and then I'm actually curious about the move now. Okay, so now it's not complaining. That was the reason. That was a journey, right? That was crazy. Okay. This is maybe I could do the same thing. Self into. What is this? Escape HTML actually returns a copy on write, a string slice, or like with a lifetime. Type annotations needed. Yeah, no kidding. I bet you if I wonder if I just copy this. I wonder if what do they call it? Like inlining, right? Um, yeah, I mean, I can still implement into, but I think if I don't call into from here, I wonder if it'll still complain. Let's see. It's taking forever. No way. Are you serious? Are you serious? Let me see. Do I now understand borrow checking? There's no way. Let me see. Okay, so now everything's a reference, right? So render takes a reference. This makes sense. But this that one is a little what is it? What does it take? Oh, because the copy on write stuff. That's a weird type. All right, let's try it. Oh my gosh, it actually ran. Okay. Oh, there it is. There it is. It's perfect. I mean, it's not quite perfect, but yeah, it's perfect. That's exactly what I wanted to see. Okay, so go back down to class. Prefix. There's actually a macro that I should probably import or at least like copy from that crate because I'm doing this all the time. Okay, so yes. Yes. This is the one. Oh, dude, so good. So good. Amazing. I'm actually kind of curious about rest up. Okay. Oh, wow. My bench is out of date with my readme. Wait, where did I? Uh, uh, okay, I can get rid of all this stuff. um, whoop. I can probably just highlight this, right? Perfect. Oh, you know what? This, oh man, it doesn't delete the trailing spaces. This is why I have spaces on. Okay, so this works, right? This definitely works. This width, because that was in my test, right? Oh no, that's not even it. It's actually this. This is exactly what I was imagining. Perfect. Okay, and I don't think I'm gonna run into any problems with this API, but I don't know. It's not super obvious, but I'm the only one who's ever gonna use this, so I'm okay with this. And I really like this because I'm like in Rust still and not like in some templating language or like a macro or something. It's like it's pretty nice. It like it's definitely obnoxious like the JavaScript document builder API, but you know what? Like there's nothing quite like building your own thing and not relying on any crates. Look at the dependencies. Zero dependencies, okay? None. There are no dependencies. I'm super happy. I'm super happy that this API is working. All right, let's go back to lib and let's uncomment some of these tests. Let me see this one. Is separate head and body. Didn't I already test this? I don't even need this anymore. That's a dumb test. Okay, let me see this one. I don't need this anymore either, right? Because I got rid of everything that wasn't that. There. What was that? Oh, it works without. Yeah, that's probably the only one that that makes sense. This one though, this one's pretty involved. Okay, let me see. So I'm adding attributes and then I'm adding text to this div. And that makes sense. No, this one should work. All right, so text into and nested nodes, which I did, right? Okay, so that works, right? And then escape text. Oh, that's an old one. Let's let me try this one more time. Okay, so almost, right? This one with adders, right? So it definitely it added red div, but it didn't add the text red 500 class. Because oh, you know why? You know why? Because class got the new thing, but adders didn't, right? So class needs yeah, this just needs not self. Um adders. Oh, it is self. Um uh yeah, why didn't that work? I wonder if I actually Wait. Yeah, I wonder if I add class here instead of doing adders. Oh, it still didn't add it. It's weird because 20 lines up, this is working. Oh, but I'm also putting text. Oh, wait. Text should return the same self. Yeah, it does. Um, this set, adders. How is this working? Yeah, it's definitely working. This is definitely not working. That is a not working situation. I thought it was because text came before class, but I don't think it matters. Oh, whoops. Node adders. I'm definitely pushing attributes. And then what is this? Oh, div. Oh my gosh. I need to change all these. I also need to come up with a macro so I don't have to repeat myself a million times. That would be nice. You also, I feel like you should be able to add. Well, BR doesn't do anything, so I feel like that's kind of a. Why do I even have this? This is such a dumb. Like, I'm just gonna ignore that. I mean, I think most apps nowadays are just built with divs and classes. So, yeah. I also don't need with anymore. That's nice. Let's see. Description, meta. Let's just find self. Yeah, let's find that. This was gonna be node. A reference. So it doesn't move. Incredible. Node, get attributes. Again. Okay. That's what I'm talking about. That's it. Okay, let's try this. What is this supposed to be? It works with escape text. I don't even know. This is the old API. I don't even know what's happening. I think it's gonna be doc, and then I think it's gonna be this, and then it's gonna be something like I don't even know what am I doing here. H node, is that what I'm doing? And I think I'm saying main, and then I'm saying text in main. Is that what I'm doing? Yeah, I guess. But I have a new one for this text. Just like a shortcut, right? Well, that's a lot nicer. But if I still want main though, right? So I have to say main. Oh, that's a lot nicer. We'll get to call it main text, right? Wait. We'll just main text. There we go. Doc is actually in the crate, and then it's not render into. It actually is render though. HTML equals this. Is it shift P? No, that's above. Whatever. Does it understand what I mean? It does not understand what I mean. Okay. Let's see. We need to go all the way over here. There is no title. There is no this. There's no that. None of that. It's just a main. And it's going to be an ampersand. It's going to be a script, but hopefully less than script and a greater than and an alert. And it can have this, and it will say it works. And then it's going to have another less than and a slash and another script and a greater than. Okay. All right. Oh, I don't want to get ahead of myself. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, the quotes. Wow, even the quotes are quoted. And quote, man, I think of everything, you know? Old me from like 5 days ago. Quote, alert. What am I missing? Oh. Exclamation. Perfect. Okay, let's go to the next one. What? That was it? Let's see. What is this? Self-closing. No, that's what BR was for. What other tag do I have that's self-closing? Wait. Meta already works with self-closing. I don't need to test this. This is stupid. Okay. Let's see here. MIP. Boop. Whoop. Nope. That's not what I wanted to do. MIP. MAP. Oh, MIP, and then like that. Right. There we go. Adding adders to an element. Oh, this was the super old API. I think I already did this. I think it's fine, probably, right? Yeah. Okay. All right. So I deleted. I deleted. Okay. You know what? You know what I love about this? Actually, you know what? Let's try the bench thing now. Let's go back to the benches. Bench, and then after this, I'm out of here. Let's see. So escape. It does not like. What doesn't it like? Oh, my API, right. So this has changed to node. Node. And that's pretty much it, right? Oh yeah, I was gonna do this. Maybe I'll do the teams bench real quick. Just to see. Or the table bench? Maybe not the table. Alright, so rust up. Alright. But yeah, maybe I'll do the oh, it got super slow. Oh my goodness, are you serious? How is that so slow now? That is so slow. 105? How is it so slow? How did I make it so slow? I didn't even change it. Oh, you know what? Because I'm streaming. That's what it is. Because I'm streaming. Yes, I forgot. I almost forgot. Okay, so this is gonna be the streaming bench, right? Actually, that's actually quite fast, even though I'm streaming. That's actually not bad. All right. Let's see. Bench. What is this unused bit in 28? What is it? Oh yeah, it is unused. Okay, let me do that. Let me do that all over, right? There we go. Yeah, right. It's good. Okay. All right, so let me now that I've changed, I can actually just go over to DJC what is it? Template? Yeah. And I'm pretty sure I still have my hype beast thing. Yeah, I do. Let's go to benches. Escama, horror show, sailfish, typed HTML. Wow, what a disaster type HTML was. I remember that from last stream. That was horrible. That thing got destroyed. Actually, it was about as slow as mine. It was definitely about as slow as mine. Oh, you know what? I don't have table from anymore. Shoot. But I do love this though, right? As H. So simple. So simple. I love it. It's so much better. Okay, element. I don't need. Oh shoot, yeah, I don't have table from anymore. Do I really want to re-implement this right now? Let's not do big table. Let's just do Yeah, let's just do teams. Oh my gosh. There we go. Okay, team. Let's go back to teams because I think I should be able to implement teams fairly easily. Okay. Render teams. Wow, look at how bad this API was. Oh my goodness. All right, so this I don't even okay, this is still similar to what I have to do, but I think node and then this is not element new is not a thing. H node dot ul I think, right? That's going to be that. And then I don't actually have ul, so I have to go over to source element, and then I have to go to element impl. Let's see, pubfn ul self node. We can just copy this. Okay, and I'm also gonna need I'm gonna need a macro for this. This is horrible. ul 3x spa. Okay, li. Okay, there we go. What is wrong? What is wrong with this? ul? Do I already have ul? What? Okay, whatever. ul. And then ul is a node. Oh, I see. I'm just gonna do ul node, and then this is gonna be I'm actually just calling it ul, right? So I think what I'm gonna do is an h node dot ul. Well, I don't want to make a new one for each one though. Oh shoot, can I not implement this? Maybe that's why I changed it from before. Okay, I definitely need a new element that is a ul. That is a container. What do I have here? What do I have? Oh man, maybe this is why I changed it. Okay, so node is nothing, right? And I didn't want to re-implement the thing. So I definitely don't want to keep the old one. I have a node. I think this might actually make sense though. Node.ul. And then I think if I just keep going h node here, li, and then I can get rid of this. And then I have like a bold here. You know what? This is terrible. now that I'm actually trying to do something with data, this is the worst. I'm this close to giving up on this. B. Okay, so this is li h node b, and then has text of team name. We can just do that probably, or we can do this. Okay, we have to. I have to dereference. Jeez, look at how bad this is now. This looks terrible. When it really met real data, like it just turned out horribly. And then li, and then I also need a node, but I also need text, right, too. So I need the bold, And then I need text too. And the text needs to be this. And then I need more text. And the text needs to be team.score. To string, right? Or maybe I can say as stir, right? No, I can't even do it. I have to say format. Yeah, I think yeah, that's just getting like destroyed. Okay. Yeah, this is horrible. And then I need attributes too. On this, yeah. Adders class equal class is champion. Oh, I need another format. Oh my gosh, this is so horrible. Yeah, this is terrible. I'm this close to going back to selfish. Champion. At least it's fast, you know. Format. Oh wait, I don't need to do that. I could just do this. Class champion. Oh, you know what? There's still hope for this. There's still hope for this this guy. This API. There's still hope. Oh, you know what? No. Yeah, that's it. That's it right there. One more? Yeah. This is we'll just call it UL. Who cares? Like who really cares, you know? Okay, so this does make sense. So UL gets reassigned to UL. Nice. Nice. And it keeps pushing the string. And it's an li, right? And then the li has this stuff inside of it. It has a bold. Oh my gosh. Okay. It has a bold. What if I do that? Oh, it's still gonna, okay. So it has a bold, a text, and another text. But I guess what I could do is just do this, right? Yeah, that makes more sense. One text. And then this is H. Title, two-string as stir. Yeah, I think I need to make this so they can take integers, not just strings, because this is bad. Because it would be nice to just do like text this, and then text team.score. But score is an integer, so. Also, I don't know what they're doing with this into stuff here. Like, why? Oh, I see, because teams takes an integer, right? Or the team thing takes an integer. And then I have to borrow it and also dereference it at the same time. That is horrible. I mean, it doesn't matter because the Rust analyzer tells you, but man. All right, so this is similar. I think I can just do two text things here, though, instead of a format. H1, H... Is that better than a format? We'll test it. We'll test we'll keep this, and then we'll test this with a node, and then two texts, right? So we'll say CSL, and then text teams.year, and then we'll dereference, right? We'll dereference teams. Wait, why is it a U16? Oh my gosh, I really need to do more traits and stuff. Teams.year. Oh, that's why I did it. Okay, I can't even test it. I need to actually format it. All my performance, all that stuff is going out the window. It wasn't even that performant to begin with. So we can say, we can say UL here, right? And then I think for this, oh, I see. This is all going to be in a UL. So this, I don't even need to do that, right? I can just say H node. And And then I don't even need to do this, I don't think. Right? I can just call it a node. Right? It's just a headless node. But it has LIs. So it's just a string that keeps getting pushed with LIs. Yeah. And then this is into. Okay. What did I do wrong? Oh. This. Okay. And then this is just we can call it teams, right? Oh, we don't want to call it teams. We'll call it team list. Team. Yeah, that makes more sense, right? Team li. Okay, wait, did I not do that? Team li? There we go. Okay. All right. Wait. I'm running the wrong benchmark. Oh, whatever. I'll run it, yeah, let me get another one. DJC template, cargo bench. My stream, if it has to build again, my stream is gonna, oh, okay, thank goodness. Not found in this scope. All. Yeah, it'd be nice if that wasn't commented out. That'd be great. Okay, so my stream is about to take a dive. Oh, you know what? It's actually doing okay. Look at that. At least in OBS it is. Let's see. Drop frames. Oh, frames missed due to rendering lag. 1700. The M1. Skipped frames due to encoding lag. Okay. I mean, in OBS I look okay, but that's probably the wrong place to look. Oh, Matt. What's up? What face? Not like this. Oh, are you? Oh, is it the string building, or is it Rust, or like I don't. What is it? I wasn't even watching chat. I should watch it. That's so funny. I can't believe it, dude. Matt, I can't believe you're still like here. Amazing. Yeah, like a lot of people are cringing at this this string builder thing. They don't like it. You know, two people, Matt and Mr. Simpson. They don't like it. Okay, so somehow Sailfish is Sailfish is just as fast. That's fine. I mean, this new benchmark. Oh, dude, it got faster though. It got faster even when I'm streaming. It was fat. Like it's faster because did I run this when I was streaming last time? Look how slow it is though. Look, they're all in the nanoseconds. My string builder is the only one that takes almost 3 microseconds. Shoot, man. Like that's sad. That is so sad. Like you know what? I think this is the time to abandon this project. The sunk cost fallacy is real. That's funny. Hey guys, yeah, what's up with all these emotes? Why is it emote only chat? Oh shoot, yeah, what? How do I adjust that? How do I change this? Oh yeah, there we go. Dude, what? Emote only chat, so dumb. I was wondering why everyone's using emotes. It took me forever. Man, like I can't believe that it's so slow. But I can believe it because finally I can believe it's so slow because I mean it's string building, you know? And I think it's two things. It's the function, it's all the function calls where I'm building up the string, and it's also my escape HTML function is like, even though I tried to do a little optimization from this blog post that I found, it's just it's just not the same, like it's not great. Because he goes into unsafe Rust and all this stuff, and I didn't want to use unsafe. But I know that Escama doesn't use unsafe. But it's funny because markup, they all do use unsafe. Every single one. Um, they use 2 crates that are unsafe. Uh, so I could use those and go like into mutable pointers and stuff, but I don't know, man. I almost rather have it slow. Now you just do Go and Rust. Yeah, I have changed. I have changed. I'm chasing the algorithm, and the algorithm still is not really happening. But I will say though, in terms of for Go and Rust, the speed is also very addicting, and the Rust's error messages are like the best error messages ever. I mean, like if you do cargo check, right? But if you're in Helix, they're not that great. I also really love Helix too. Which yeah, I got a little buzz on Hacker News the other day, but I actually really like it. Other than the crashes occasionally, and the fact that like if before I changed tree sitter ERB and EJS tree sitter to the new tree sitter, it would just crash constantly. It was horrible. Look, I mean, I don't know, I mean, I guess I could do some Crystal, but I think with Crystal, I have to install Mold because it was so slow. But I have an M1 now, so maybe give it a shot. Let me see. Mold linker. Oh my gosh, that's not what I. Mold. There we go. Modern linker. Let's see. So I'm kind of curious if you are using Rust, target. Oh shoot, is it only for x86? Oh, here we go. If you're using, you can modify, and so here's an example, install via homebrew. Rust flags, okay. Let's do that. I guess we can do both, right? Cargo toml. Cargo. Oh, not this one. I'll compile my project because I don't want when I compile a Rust project and I'm streaming, the frames, like it's so bad. Yeah, I don't know what you want me to do. Like, do you want me to but I'm still doing web, so kind of. I mean, I'm making a game too, but I do actually really want to make a game. But like an iOS game, so I might do Swift. Maybe I'll just stream. Maybe I'll just stream just 100% Xcode. I wonder if you can Rust. I looked this up and I wasn't sure. Rust, iOS, yeah, right there, right. This would be really cool. I'd be into this. But I'd also be into Swift iOS game development without Xcode. That would be nice. That would be very nice. I would love that. Is it possible? Let's see. We'll do specifically Sprite Kit because it's gonna be a 2D game. How to make a game without Sprite Kit? Creating a game. Oh my gosh, look at this. It's 6 years apart. Future of Sprite Kit. Yeah, I feel like they haven't really done anything with it. Sprite Kit and Swift UI using Xcode. No, without. No Xcode. No one's even asking, right? Creating a game. Yeah, no one even cares. Is the App Store even still around? Like, I don't even understand. But yeah, I probably stream that too. But yeah, I do just do Go and Rust now on the stream. But I'm actually getting pretty proficient with Rust. It's taking a long time. Go, I just got like immediately. Like I think I wrote a whole thing. Did I open source this thing? I don't even know. Let's see. All your uptime, I think, is that what I called it? Yeah, is that, yeah, I wrote this whole thing like a few months ago, and I mean, I went from 0 to Go in I think the thing that tripped me up was the colon equals, right? Can you casually stream making a side business that has 1 million users? Um, yeah. No, I don't think so. I mean, yeah. Well, we assume that I used Go and Rust because it's about scale, but it's not really about scale for me, I think. But but yeah, I got Go in like 2 seconds, and Go is, I mean, that's more than enough for like okay, so this one here we can look at it. Um, is the memory it takes is like so little. Only sometimes is it? Yeah, that's it. Go run. Yeah. So oh, you know what? Am I dropping frames already? Is that happening? No. Is it running? Did I get rid of the little thing that says listening? Maybe I did. Oh, main. Oh no. Go run main. Oh, you know what? We should build this. Go build. How do I Did I build it? Yeah, I did. Okay. There we go. So so yeah, oh wow, it's so ugly in dark mode. Are you kidding me? What did I do? So this one, yeah, it actually works and everything. And I'm still logged in. So I was gonna replace my current one with this one, and I really like this one because I you click the button and you get a number, and it's the only way to get back into the site, right? You have to like copy this somewhere and store it somewhere, like in your password manager or something, and then that's it. Like it was like instant, like it's like so fast, because I ripped it from Molvad VPN, but yeah, it didn't take me very long. I think it took me like a month or like less to really get Go, and there was really nothing to it. Like once you get it, you're like, oh, that's all there is. Okay, well, yeah. So Go's really easy. And the compile times are very fast. Like they're super fast. Uh, yeah. So if I was being serious about making a side business that has 1 million users, Go would probably be better. Or even like, I mean, you can still do Rails and stuff. I don't know. The thing about Go and Rust is like for me it's like always been this weird like, oh, I want to have like 1 million apps on one $5 VPS, and this is just the next iteration of this journey for me. I don't know, but yeah, I wish I had 1 million users, but I'll never have 1 million users. So yes, I could use Rails, but it's way cheap. It's more time expensive to do Go and Rust, but it's like cheaper on the server, right? So I could have my $5 VPS. Um, I don't even think, does DigitalOcean even have? I think they probably got rid of their. They got rid of their $5 VPS. I think. Oh my goodness, that's bright. Oh, $4 a month. Shoot, that's cheap. Like, I love it. 10 gigs. Look at this. So this amount of memory is what I'm talking about, right? This, if I go over to my, if I look at this, in activity monitor, right? Which isn't like a greatest thing ever, but yeah, if I look at it there, which I don't think you can, I don't know if OBS has that. 12 megs of memory, right? For the Go one. And then I think even that's kind of, I think it's actually 5. It says 5.6 real memory size. Um which is laughable, right? Of course there's only a few requests, but still. I mean, there's so much room to grow there. And then if I go over to my post, right? It's my Rust one. I don't even think this is probably not even working. Cargo build release. Oh my gosh, my frames are about to drop so bad. Oh yeah, they're already dropping. It happened right away. I'm I'm just not gonna move until, yeah, I can't see the activity monitor. You can't see. I guess I should install like top or something, right? Or some Rust equivalent. Oh man, I forgot. Oh, I forgot to use the linker. Dang it! I said I was gonna use a linker if I was gonna compile. It's actually not that bad. Like this time, for some reason, I don't know what it is. It's definitely holding up. To the compiling. The M1, I mean, it is something. Like, it's incredible. I love it. It's so good. So, it's like stupid fast. And it's funny because, like, that's like the iPhone chip, but like changed a little bit. Oh my gosh. The thing I hate about Rust is look at all these dependencies, right? Shoot. Oh, you know what? That was because the thing. I'll just change this to not be horrible. Um, let's just do home, I guess. And then I'll just go over to home. And then we'll just comment that out. And then this I'm using my what do I node? No, I'm what is this supposed to be a div? Okay, div. And this is an anchor. Okay. And this nav is yeah, this is supposed to be inside of this. There we go. And this is a H node. There's a link and then a div and then yeah. Okay, so let's see. Hypebeast is done. I also love I just love the name Hypebeast. You know, I don't know what it is. Okay, yep. And then this is an anchor too. Yeah, it's anchor. This is also that. Okay. Hopefully this renders. I have no idea. Into. This returns. Oh, you know what? Yeah, that's a good point. I need to actually. Is it not going to help me with this? Wait. Did it just help me? Oh my gosh. Okay. Self as H. Can I do that? Is that a thing I can do? And then we can say use hypebeast element, probably, right? Can I do that? Element. It's a private module. Pub. There we go. Okay. This should be okay now. Wait, how did that all compile before? Oh, it didn't even compile, I don't think. Let me get rid of some of these. Okay. Cargo run? Wait, cargo build. Release. Let's just do a debug. There we go. Okay. Cargo run. All right. Let's see. So this doesn't exist anymore. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I guess there is that dark one. Yeah, the 14-inch M1 is definitely one of my favorite laptops. Everything about it's pretty great. Yes. Build your own HTML language. Something's never changed. That's what I'm saying. See, it's the same old thing, you know? Like I'm just messing around with trying to, not mess around with all these dependencies. Okay. So this I mean, I know it's nothing and like it's barely doing anything, but it does it okay. How can I show this to you in the terminal? Let me see. I need to let me see. So this can you see that? Yeah, you can see that. H-top. Do I have H-top? No. What's like a cool Rust top rewrite or something? Rust H-top, right? I think I saw something, right? Towards data science. Oh man, you gotta not even. Top. Okay, let's do either Y top or bottom, right? Maybe it's bottom. Let's see. Whoa, look at this thing. Incredible. What? This thing is insane. I love it. Okay, let's do it. Cargo, what is it? Cargo install bottom, right? What is locked? I don't even know what that is. Let's install bottom real quick and then we'll look at all these crates. So many crates. Oh, that's it. Oh, I already installed it. Wait, what? How do you run it? Is it not bottom? What's the oh, BTM. Okay, so how do I show you? I don't even know how I show you this. Can I search? How do I search? Oh, there we go. All your posts. Okay, so look at the, wait, how can I see the total amount of memory? Are you serious? This is amazing, by the way. I loved it. I loved it. The way this looks is incredible. What is a percent? Like, how do I show the actual memory? Usage, configuration. Okay. Layout, data filtering. Disk widget with no filter. Okay. But how do I see layout? Is it Toml? Of course. I also love Toml. It's incredible. Yeah, I'm not actually sure how to... No sensors found on the temperature. I'm not actually sure how to see the memory. Yeah, that stinks. It's not really what I wanted to see. But I do... All right, what's Y top then? Let's see. Oh my gosh. Oh, it just takes you to bottom. Okay. How do I see... Can I like click into something? Is that what I do? Can I click into it? Dude, this stinks. I'm trying to show you the memory. I can't even show it to you. Okay, Rust HTOP. Zoomable charts rewritten in Rust. Yeah, I saw an acronym for rewritten in Rust, RIIR. That's the first time I've seen that. Oh, here we go. Prox. Oh, perfect. Perfect. This is what I want to see. Mem percentage. No, not percentage. What if I do PS AUX grep all your posts? Okay, maybe it'll actually show the PS time command. I can't even, like, what is going on with this? It's just 0.1% of the memory. I guess I can just, I know this is the cheapest Mac Mini, so I can just say what's 0. Oh. All right, it's really helpful to know. Oh, mem has value. Oh my goodness. Are you serious? All right, we'll do it right here. Amazing. Okay, so now we will search for whatever this is. Can I search? There it is. 5 megs of memory, even though activity monitor says 3. Liar. But yeah, I know it hasn't really done anything, but it's incredible. Like 5 megs of memory to run all those crates and all that stuff. Like I found my I mean, it took a whole not having like a runtime garbage collector, because Rust has garbage collection. It just has compile time garbage collection. It took a whole, like, I went from Ruby, which is what I knew, to Closure, which was a terrible mistake. That was like going backwards. So much memory. Janet, which was pretty good. It's actually not bad. Like a Janet docs only uses 15 megs of memory, or like 20 megs of memory. And that actually has like some pretty decent functionality. And then I went from that to Go, which is pretty good. It was like 10. And now I'm at 5. And this is like all those crates, all that stuff, only 5 megs. It's insane. Like if I could slim that stuff down and just like have a threaded TCP server, because it's not even about the speed, right? Like, so I could just get rid of all the crates, have my own stupid HTML thing that's like super slow, and then also have all the socket stuff handled by myself, right? I wonder if it might occupy. Oh yeah, let's try that. I'm gonna drop frames for sure though. I'm definitely gonna drop frames. Let's see, cargo. Where was I? Oh, cargo build release. Okay, wait, didn't I? Oh no, because it didn't compile before. Okay, how many frames am I dropping? Oh yeah, it's quite a bit of frames. Yeah, that's not terrible. Okay, yeah, that was horrible. Let's see, target release. Linger post, right? Okay. So this, let's see. Let me get rid of activity monitor. Let's make like a few requests because I don't want to just like have it be like nothing, you know? So this actually makes one CSS. Here, we'll do with disable caches. So this makes one CSS file request and one HTML request. Okay, so that's quite a few, right? That's not bad. Let me. Okay, now we can do it, right? Bottom. There we go, members value. Okay, we'll look it up. What's replay D? Should I be worried about all the stuff I see here? All your posts. Oh, 3 megs! 3 megs though. So good. So good. I have very different opinions than you on this stuff. Even is completely doable. Yeah. I know, but like $100 a month? Oh, like I'd rather have really good coffee. I don't know, man. I mean, $100 a month is definitely pretty cheap. I know you're saying for like a server or like a VPS or something, but yeah. I mean, if you can use Rust, like why? I guess why wouldn't you, right? Or like Go. Yeah. I mean, I will say for Rust and Go, I haven't tried TypeScript yet. I don't really want to try TypeScript. It's not really a thing. I hate JavaScript. I will always hate JavaScript. But the developer, like the language servers for Go and well, Go's language server is like next level. Rust's is pretty good. But they're both good enough that I'm like, wow, like I'm missing this in Ruby. And I saw that. I did see this the other day. What's this? A Tenderlove, GitHub. He did a language server, right, for Ruby. That guy right there. Refreshing, right? Oh, it's for Rails actually. A Rails engine that adds language server support to Rails applications. It's a Rails engine. Oh shoot, I thought it was a actual Rails language server. Wait. Oh, is this so you can write a language server in Rails? Is there already a Rails language server? Language server. Yeah, Ruby. There's not really like a specific Rails one though, right? Anyway, yeah. So I know what you're saying. $100 a month is cheap. I'm just being even cheaper. So yeah, there's that. But yeah, I just love that. Oh, it went down to 2. It went down to 2 megs. Rust's garbage collection. No, actually, you know what happened is that Axum probably dropped a bunch of connections. I bet you that's what happened. Let me see. What does it say? Yeah, flushed some bytes, flushed some bytes, right? It closed some sockets, right? That's what happened. Also, if you just slap crates together, Rust, um, it's not any less hard or more difficult. Like when you just use crates all over the place, like Rust, I mean, you might as well be using JavaScript. Like it's the same. It's the same thing. It's pretty funny. Like I feel like you can just be just as productive. You just find the crates, right? Like for web, I would say like the killer stack is probably Axum, for web server, and then for HTML, I would just do Ascama, right, which is like Jinja templates. And then obviously database is gonna be SQLite, you know. So there's RU SQLite and there's like SQLX. And if you didn't care about like dependencies at all, just use SQLX, and then you could be just as productive. Not as Rails, but I mean, you get like 80% of the way there. I think. I don't know. Like you don't have the helpers or the. I mean, Action Cable if you care about that. I hate Action Cable, but yeah, yeah. Look, I mean, one day I'll probably just stop messing around and actually ship stuff again. But for right now, I don't know. I'm just kind of having fun with Rust. I love this. I seriously love this thing. Like it's so good. Strong data. Well, maybe like 50%. You know. But what like honestly though, like what I was thinking about this the other day, like the things that are productive. Actually, I saw something on Hacker News that sort of got me thinking, like the things that are productive about Rails like are weirdly unproductive like later. So like you can generate models and stuff and like migrations, but who cares? Because that takes like 5 seconds when you have a long running application that you're gonna work on day in and day out for like 5 years, which is like how long I've been at my company doing Rails, or this last company, that I'm an employee. It's not my company. um, but yeah, like who cares? Like that saved me 30 minutes. Not even. It saved me like 5 minutes of like writing SQL. I don't know. I'm not super sold anymore on like Rails's like productivity, I guess. Like active record, I don't know. And like, okay, so we're going from Rails 6 to Rails 7. Or no, we went from Rails 5 to Rails 6. Active records dot where dot not changed between 5 and 6, and it's deprecated now. So like it's not a when you can like chain them before, but now you can't chain them. You have to do all your knots in one thing because it doesn't know whether it's an or an and. It's like changing. So that weird stuff like that is like kind of annoying, and I'm mostly annoyed by Rails nowadays. And like, I don't. Oh, I was always annoyed, I guess. That's why I was always trying to recreate it. Symptoms of success. Yeah, it's true. No, that is true. I mean, like for sure. Like my company is doing totally fine. um, and I mean, yeah, like it. I wouldn't say it's a failed Rails app. I would say like it's a successful Rails app, but like no one really wants to go in and do anything to it. Um, but yeah, I mean, I like the lack of static typing, or at least the lack of like, how can I change this thing without like finding and replacing all the other things. Like if I change this one variable, how can I, besides a global search, like how can I make sure that it doesn't change? And so you just don't do it, right? Which is fine. Um, but yeah, I know what you're saying. Like there's, what's that saying? There's the things that, the languages that people use, or the languages that people complain about, and the languages that people don't use or something, right? So yeah, for Rails, like, I mean, the list of complaints are like a mile long. Even like the guy Tenderlove, who like his whole thing is Rails. He's at Shopify. Like they're all in on Rails. Um, oh, which I did see something too for Rails. It was the there's like a new server, right? Shopify has a pitchfork, right? I started. Um, yeah, so that it I what I like about it is that it says where's the benchmark? Oh, here it is. This they do some copyright and write stuff for like I don't know what it is, like in C probably. But yeah, so this is a single worker memory usage on Puma, and this is cluster memory usage. This that's down by like what is that? 70%? 60%? I don't know. It's down by a lot. And then this cluster memory usage, it's down by half, right? So you can get the same performance but half the memory usage, which that is super interesting to me. I'm into that. I mean, I'm weird about memory, but yeah, that's amazing. But I know what you're saying. I mean, I don't know. All this complaining I do, like I'm just being a wimp, you know. But I will say though that I don't actually think that Rails, it's like it feels kind of like that weird Craigslist graph that like gets shared everywhere on LinkedIn. Or at least it used to like years ago. It was like all the startups that are like picking Craigslist apart, right? So like Airbnb was like couch surfing, and like Instacart was like, well, Craigslist was never about Instacart, but like Facebook Marketplace was like the selling local stuff and like all this other stuff. So Craigslist got picked apart, and then Rails is getting picked apart too. So you got like React, obviously, which is like the actual thing that's like Rails' biggest problem, I think, isn't even what I'm talking about. It's actually the views, right? Like composing partials is like not good, and then you have view component, but it's like still not great. Like slots are weird. Like there's a lot of stuff that's wrong with it, or at least like from an API standpoint, like ergonomics. Um, but yeah, but so React is taking apart Rails' view layer, right? You don't even so if you subscribe to React, which a lot of people do, I don't, but let's say you do, then now you don't even need views, right? Because you'll just SSR with like even if you don't use React, you'll use Quick, right? Which is this thing, right, which is like a cat, right? It's cool. But I think the thing about Quick is it it's like lazy loaded, so you can it's like SSR by default, so you can render on the server, which is what I love. And then you can it'll just like it'll do all the event listeners and stuff when you like click on a button, which is crazy. So it won't load any JavaScript at first until you actually do something, which is insanity. But so you'll use Quick or React or whatever, or Solid or something, Svelte or something, and that's now you don't need an action view anymore. That's a whole engine in Rails that you don't need. And then the next thing is so now you're just at Rails JSON API, and you're like, oh well, maybe I'll just use Express or something, right? I mean, yeah, you still aren't going to get Rails models with that, but I mean, at least for routing, you technically don't need Rails routes. But I will say that Rails did teach, I think, the web development industry quite a bit about how to make things not suck, right? About how to abstract in like a good way, I think, for the resource routing and stuff. But yeah, I know you're saying Rails is still like the best ever in terms of productivity. It's hard to beat. I mean, a lot of people are into Laravel now, but I'm not really into that. But yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, we're just like inserting things into the database. So I feel like Rails is kind of overkill for a lot of stuff. Yeah, and I kind of get caught up on like organizing models at like a higher level because Rails does not help you. So it's like you have to we have like a logic folder at work, and it's like other people call it like presenters. Other people call it other things, but it's like this layer on top, right? Like we were even talking like what was like a year ago, like months ago, about like how do you do things like you do like actions, right? Like Lucky has actions. So yeah, I don't know, but I mean, I will say like Lucky feels good, but the compile times are like super slow. Reading databases, then concatenate strings for the browser. Yeah, that's right. Totally. That's what I'm saying. Like we're just slapping strings together all over the place. I mean, I also, I've been kind of pessimistic about web development because I've been watching Jonathan Blow's videos lately, and he does not have nice things to say about the web development industry in general, which I kind of agree with him because, this guy's like supposedly some kind of elite, 3D hacker person who like makes games. Well, he made like one game, or like two games, I think. But yeah, I know what he's saying, and his live streams are pretty good too. But but yeah, I mean, web developers, I do think our days are numbered because we are just slinging strings all over the place. Yeah, he's radical. Yeah, for sure. I'm working on a new project at Lucky. It took a week-long detour in Elixir, but came back to my senses. Elixir. Wait, what was wrong with Elixir? I think I tried Elixir one time, and yeah, I also couldn't get into it. Like the syntax, I don't know what it was. Like I just didn't click. The syntax did not click with me. I was just like, what? Like what is this? Like what am I doing? Critical of web dev yet makes video games. Yeah, it's true. I mean, that's true. Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, if anything, video games are way more useless than web development. Web development actually, like, you can make things that help people. Like, I mean, Figma helps designers. Like, you've got, stuff like Zendesk for HR. Like, there's a bunch of stuff that's like real serious business. Flexport, right? It's like global shipping container stuff. So yeah, there's a lot of serious stuff out there. But yeah, I know what you're saying. But I think he's critical of like the idea of being a full-time web developer, right? Like I think he's critical of like the technology that we use. So we outsource all the rendering. So like that's what he does is rendering, right? Like video game people, that's what they do is render everything. Like so they make browsers like basically, right? But they're like 3D. And so it's like he makes his own language. He makes his own rendering engine and pipeline, shaders, everything. So like he looks at a browser and he's like, oh, I can just make that. Elixir is not bad, but I was wasting time learning when I really, oh yeah, make a product. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, I am gonna start shipping things eventually. I'm like, I don't know, I'm probably burnt out. I have no idea. I think he limits the fact that not everyone is as good as a J Blow. That's probably what it is, though. Honestly, that's honestly that's probably what it is. Like, I wanted to see if it went down in memory. It's just holding at 2 megs. Um, yeah, it's true. I mean, yeah, we all can't beat Jonathan Blow, you know. I'll just sling strings until stable diffusion comes along and takes my job away from me, you know, or Copilot or something, Copilot V10 or V3 or whatever. I hope it's V10. I mean, that's gonna be a while. In fact, I think don't even have like a release cadence for that thing, do they? They haven't even like. Is there any new news on Copilot? Copilot GitHub. I don't even know if they've done anything. Wow, I really misspelled that. That was horrible. Let's see. Is there like a blog on it or something? News or something? Oh my gosh, what the heck? Okay, so a year in, our AI tools of any. Yeah, I ditched Copilot for sure. I hated that thing. It was horrible. But yeah, Matt, are you working on a product right now? Is that what's happening? Is there a beta? Can I get in on it? Maybe we should just make like stupid social stuff like it's 2010 again, you know? Like if Elon Musk buys Twitter, yeah. I still do want to remake like a Twitter thing. That would be cool to do. Uh but like no limits on text and just make it blogging. I don't know. But like just say make small posts. I have no idea. Oh, but the music ran out. It's so sad. That might be my time to get out of here. Oh yeah, look at that. The playlist is it's only 50 songs long. All right. Anyway, thanks for watching, Matt and Kark HY. Twitter with no. That's what I mean. It's just a blog, right? But like a blog with like mentions and all that stuff, you know. Like I don't know, whatever. But I'm just imagining like you know I started doing this, but then I stopped. Um, let's see. I started doing like a TikTok Twitter combination where like it's TikTok interface, but like Twitter, it's just text. Yeah, no, I have chosen a rather large concept. It will take me a while. Try not to force myself to work on too much to avoid. Yeah, that's true. I've been pretty burnt out. That's why I've been like learning all these different stupid things, like, which is it's really fun to like just sling HTML together. And then when I get back to like actually making something, like I see the web browser and I'm like, oh no, I'm not like making fun little libraries anymore. I'm actually back to JavaScript, HTML, and CSS. I'm like, shoot, I don't want to do this. Oh man, it's so bad. Like that's terrible. I'm like horribly burnt out actually. Yeah, I mean, I also I looked back at the years of me like making these little side projects. My most popular side projects. I don't know if this was timing or what, but it was like 2014. I think was like my best year ever, and I made this game, iOS game, and it um I think it made like $500 or something, but it was free and it was ad supported, which is crazy to make 500 on an ad supported game. I think it was like the top 10 of the iOS game store, so it's not the app store, but like yeah, I don't know. I think it was just the time though. I think it was just timing. But yeah, I mean my games. And I made a sequel and it was doing okay too. Not like that much money, but yeah, it's just ads. But yeah, I think games. It's sad that games are like my stupid iOS games are my most popular thing ever. That sucks. And they weren't even that popular. But yeah, I definitely I definitely have to get over this like burnout. I'm not really sure how to do it. Because every time I just look at actually like putting HTML together and like you know styling, even Tailwind or whatever, it doesn't even matter what it is. I'm just like, shoot, I don't want to be here doing this. What's the simplest stupid design I could do in CSS that I don't have to do anything? Um, just yeah, I don't know. Downside's a full stack, I guess, right? You get to do everything, but you also get burned out doing everything. You got quail, like the birds. Do you have? Are they gonna give you eggs, like quail eggs? Get quail to solve your burnout. Yeah, I should really just step away from the computer for a while, honestly. I mean, I did over the summer and then it didn't really help, I feel like. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I just have to yeah, I'm not sure. I have to find something that like makes it fun again, you know? Like building products, I mean, and not just stupid little libraries. But yeah, but it is nice to not have to like deal with yeah, we've already gotten a bunch. We just put some in the incubator to hopefully hatch some more. Nice. You know, I actually quail eggs, like I don't think I've ever had a quail egg. I feel like I probably have, but I totally forgot. Give a try at Bevy. It's been fun for me. Yeah, maybe I'll try Bevy for games. I don't know, but like I also suck at making games, so that's why I just make dumb 2D games, 2D puzzle games. Yeah. My brother-in-law has quail actually. Um in his garage. Yeah, he's super into it. Isaac too, that's just for fun. Yeah. I mean, we're definitely not Jonathan Blow, you know, that's for sure. All right, yeah, I gotta go. It's like already 10 for me, so I gotta get out of here. But yeah, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. Yeah, I'll be back for maybe sometime this week. Oh, it's Wednesday. Yeah, maybe I'll come back tomorrow. Just, you know, hang out for a little while. I'll try to start earlier too, like 7 maybe. Um, yeah, yeah, no problem. Okay, I'll be back.